let's start with the LWO versus Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. I gotta tell
Basically,
you, this is one of the ones that I think is the most obvious. They're trying to set up the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley as a predominant force. You gotta have them beat the LWO.
here's where I'm gonna differ with you, brother. I see what you're saying, and though what you're saying makes logical sense, this is reminiscent of turning people of color against people of
The fuck
slightly
is
different
that?
color. You're telling me the Mexicans are gonna fight the African Americans at the
You
pay-per-view?
can't hear that. Can't you?
That
Did
is
you ask Siri something?
this is preposterous, man. Because look, you know who I
Turn
wanted
it
to
off.
what?
You can hear that, can't you?
Hear what?
Wait, did I turn? Oh shit! I turned on my fucking YouTube. No, I swear to God, I have like a Siri voice in my ear right now, like going off, and I'm like, what
Uh
the fuck is that? And
no,
I realized YouTube turned on. Anyways,
no, I was just gonna say they're gonna have me watching Fastlane be like, I want to cheer for the LWO, but I also really like the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley. But I'm scared if I don't cheer for them, people will call me the R word. So, but then I can't betray my own kind. So
for those
what
of
am
you
I?
who don't know, Dirty Don Don
I'm
is half
Mexican.
Hispanic,
Yeah, half
right?
Mexican over here. So,
Yeah.
uh,
So he has to root for the home team,
yeah,
but
but right, but then they gave me false pretense because I do like the other team and they haven't built up enough heat to where I hate them. It's just more like
yeah, I just for me, it's like you're trying to build up Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
yeah,
It's looking like you're trying to sow dissension between the LWO with the whole like
yeah,
Escobar
Santos.
and Ray fighting for I forget which title Ray has right now.
Ray has the intercon. The
Inter
no, the
US.
in the U.S. Yeah,
Yeah. So like it feels like an obvious win for the Street Profits, probably with some trickery.
yeah, no,
Maybe.
no, no, I feel you. God damn it. They couldn't throw in a vanilla guy in there just so we could get an enemy. Sorry, no offense, white folk.
A vanilla guy.
A vanilla guy.
No.
Throw in Johnny
That's
Gargano.
racist, sir. That is racist.
That's
I mean, it's against white people, so no one gives a shit.
the
But
shit. Exactly. Let's get Johnny Gargano in there. And I like Johnny. I
let's
like
make it.
Johnny.
Let's make it a like what is it? 9-man triple threat 3-man tag team, whatever the fuck it's called, and
Oh,
have the three of the whitest. Let's have
oh.
Sheamus, Gargano,
And
and
Imperium.
Gunther.
And
Gunther,
here's
that motherfucker is so was so white. He's like hot stepping to Hitler's theme song. I mean,
that just went off the rails right there. You, sir, went off the rails.
did
Hot stepping to Hitler's
did
theme
I?
song. Did.
No, but
So yeah, so here's, God damn it, this thing is already a shit show.
fuck
So
you.
look,
Street Profits
well,
and Bobby Lashley are gonna
yeah,
win.
and I feel bad for saying this, but if they put Imperium as a third team, I'll cheer for the Imperium. Because I like Gunther. I think he's fucking fresh as shit, and I like
He is a
the
good he is a good heel.
I like the Ludwig because he walks so daintily. He reminds me of like a Russian ballet artist because he's always like doing these little spins and these little like dainty little shuffles. I find it amusing. Anywho, I want the LWO to win, but I think Lashley and the Profits go over, and I think you're right about that.
Okay.
So we're both on the Profits there.
All right. Next up, we
We were,
got
by the way,
Judgment
disclaimer.
Day
Hold
versus
on, hold on, hold
Cody
on.
Rhodes and Jey Uso.
Yeah, hold on, hold on, hold on. Disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen, we're joking. We know we're joking. Don't get on our nuts.
We're not as racist as you probably think we are.
You probably think you are. We're just being
We're just being
jackasses.
stupid. Man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, next up.
What I said? Judgment Day versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso.
Uh, Judgment Day, 100% of the day, all day, every day.
I do agree with that. I think that
Because how can you put
like
the title
Judgment
on?
Day is going for a breakup. Well, mainly, I think it's just going to be Damian Priest that leaves, and then what's his name, McDonough is going to take over his spot. But
Ooh, yeah.
and the rest of them are going to stay together. But like, I do think that Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso are going to lose this one.
Yes.
Because
No, but I could see them winning, but through count out or disqualification. I don't see them taking the titles off them. And
yeah,
a Judgment Day, if they win, they're
I
going to
feel
cheat,
if
obviously.
the breakup's going to have more to do with the senior Money in the Bank like suitcase than like their tag team titles probably. That's what
Right.
I. But
Well, but look, why would you put the belt on Rhodes and Uso? Think about
who
it. Hold on,
the
hold on.
only
Why
reason
would you
that
put
would
the
make sense is if you're trying to like save Cody, like have just give him something to do until like it's time to fight Rowan. That's the only
Oh,
that would.
oh, you know what? They also have that little side storyline where what's his name? Kevin Owens doesn't like Jey Uso. So maybe, just maybe, Rhodes and Uso win the tag team titles and then they go up against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and then drop it
Shit,
back to them.
you're making this more difficult now.
Yeah, I know. But look, that I agree with you fundamentally. I think Rhodes is like super unstoppable. So he's gonna go over in every single match he's in. It seems like
hmm
I just can never cheer against Judgment Day or predict against them. I roll with the Judgment Day.
So here's the thing. I think Judgment Day is gonna win, but I'm gonna pick Cody Rhodes and Uso just so we actually, because I think we're gonna be like
Aligned on a
agreeing
lot
on
of it.
most of these.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do it just to be contrarian and
yeah, that's
like
fine.
so one of us can win,
Yeah,
basically.
no, I feel that.
Women's championship, Io Sky, Asuka versus Asuka versus Charlotte Flair. I think Io Sky is gonna keep it. Basically, either that or Charlotte Flair is gonna get it because WWE cannot stop putting it on this woman for no reason whatsoever. So
As much as I want to disagree with you, I was about to say I want it to be Io Sky or Asuka. But
yeah,
I'm gonna take Io Sky. I'm also gonna say uh I'm really got this like you. I just have this feeling Charlotte Flair is gonna get the title, but I want Io Sky to retain.
yeah,
I
I'm gonna
or
take
at
Io
least
Sky.
Asuka. Fuck anyone but
Yeah, dude.
Charlotte.
At this point, I, I'm gonna I'm gonna pick Io Sky, and I'm going to shit a fucking brick out of anger if fucking Charlotte Flair wins it because there's no fucking reason for it. She's won that shit like so.
She
She's
didn't
about to
even.
listen. The only reason you need to give her more title wins is to eventually break Ric Flair's record, but you don't need to do that all the time. She doesn't need to beat it by fucking 50 fucking title. It's all
Yeah,
right.
yeah, and
She
by
has
the
plenty
way,
of time left.
yeah, and by the way, Charlotte, Charlotte's so good she doesn't even have to be wrestling for the title. You could put her in programs with other wrestlers, and even if she wins, she can help give the rub, I guess, to say to other wrestlers. She doesn't even need the title.
Yeah,
She's that
and
over.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't been thrilled with like the way they've treated EO with the belt. I want him to book her much stronger. You know,
Yeah, no, I agree.
because I really do. I really like her as a, and I also think that like very soon you might see what's her name, Santa, Asuka's old teammate.
Ooh, Asuka's old teammate.
Yeah, she's part of the Kabuki Warriors.
Oh, I forget.
Well, anyway, the point is she's coming back
Yeah,
in the near future. It's Santa something, or
yeah,
her last name Santa. I don't. I've completely forgotten her name, and I'm very sorry to that woman.
yes,
But she's been gone for a while, so sorry.
yeah, yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind. Unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. No, but I agree with you there.
yeah. So
What's our next match?
next match we got Seth freaking Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm sorry. Seth is going to win this. There's
Yes.
no reason to put it on Shinsuke. I don't even know why this feud is going on.
No, I like it though because you
I
know what?
like it. I like
You know
it,
what?
but there's
You know
no
what's even
reason to
cool.
put it on Shinsuke.
You know it's even cooler about Shinsuke. I love how they're having him speak in Japanese because it adds
Because
a
you can't
level.
understand a word he
Well,
says when he
well,
speaks in English.
well, true. No, but that adds a level of a level to it because it makes it even more like, ooh, because we're not native speakers and we have to rely on the subtitles, right? He's able to deliver the promo with a lot of his promos just look even better when he's speaking his native tongue, and it feels like a big match fight because when you see these big matches in boxing or MMA, there's no guarantee both fighters are from the states. So some guys speak English with kind of a really heavy accent. Some guys refuse to speak English, and other guys sound like you and me in terms of their English. So
Yeah, like because here's the thing:
it gives it a very worldly feel. I like how
when you
they're
allow them to speak in their native tongue, they're more comfortable. Like when they try to speak in English, like even though they might not be that proficient in it, it just comes out as like forced, and you don't want that when, especially in. I mean, yeah, it's bad in like boxing matches and all that kind of stuff, but
yeah.
in a sport where it's technically half entertainment, it's twice as bad because entertainment is a major part of what the people go to
Yeah,
see.
and it allows and it gives, at least to the American sensibilities, it gives the average fan here like it puts some ooh, some on Shinsuke. I think they've worked this very well. I don't think the feud was. I'm so glad it's going to his second pay-per-view because I thought it was kind of out of the blue for the month that they feuded and then culminating in their title match last month. But now it feels like a fully fleshed story because they're going to basically, in essence, they're giving this 8 weeks, which is 2 months, and two pay-per-view matches. I think it's being set up really nicely. I love how I love how the vignettes are. I love how right now Shinsuke is just one step ahead of Seth Rollins, and he continues to needle Seth Rollins like, you're hurt. I know where you're hurt, and he keeps bringing the family up, even though Seth has beat him up every time he has. I like it. I find it intriguing. Now I will say this: I'm with you, Seth freaking Rollins, but I say Damian cashes in.
Ooh.
And then I'm calling it right now. Damian's cashing in and he's winning that world title. And that's why he either leaves the Judgment Day or he puts that group into a new stratosphere. And the reason I think Damian's cashing in, is because it's a last man standing, which means there's no way whoever wins isn't going to already be battered to hell, right? And you can also get both Seth Rollins over and have Shinsuke prophecy of putting Seth Rollins on the shelf come to fruition, because Damian Priest can win. Seth Rollins could get a nice little vacation, take a couple weeks, go back to his home, be with his daughter, hang out, take a couple weeks off. And then you could play it off like Shinsuke really did hurt him in the last man standing match, and then have Seth Rollins, make the triumphant return, maybe Survivor Series, or if you really want to be super fresh, have him return at the Rumble.
Ooh.
And then who he picks to go against is Damian Priest, setting up Priest Rollins at Mania. That would be pretty tight. I don't know. No, I just spitball here.
Yeah, yeah, that would be good. Although I do think I also think if Damian Priest does try to like cash in, like what if like oh, what's his name? Like McDonough tries to help him, and maybe he gets him like disqualified or something. Because I do think that at some point, you got to give like Priest a reason to leave the Judgment Day.
Right.
Like the only two reasons would be one, Finn gets jealous of him having the belt,
Right.
and like that causes the break, or if like like somebody screws him out of like winning the championship when he
Yeah.
cashes in. Those are the two that I could see that would have Damian Priest leaving the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
And I mean, I hope he actually like succeeds in winning it when he does cash in, because I really like Damian Priest. I like his character arc. I like the fact that they had him win the Money in the Bank. I like I like his work so far. So let's,
Exactly.
dude, his match against Bad Bunny was a like fucking career maker.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Uh,
Yeah, and I'm just spitballing here, but then I mean, I like Fastlane's not that big of a pay per view. Like, you could have Damian cash in, Crown Jewel, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania if you want it big. Um, but hear me out. Don't sleep on, you know, just because Fastlane's not a big name, the story sets itself up, you know. And I, because I was thinking about that. I'm not saying they will do it. Obviously, I have no fucking idea what they're going to do. I'm just spitballing here. You could really satisfy three birds with one action, right? Seth Rollins can go over, defend the honor of his family because that's what Shinsuke has been cutting down, right? And definitively make sure he's defeated Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura could be proven to be even more of a dastardly heel because he is right. Seth Rollins is not leaving Fastlane without getting hurt. And even though he doesn't win the title, Damian Priest comes in and just picks the carcass clean. Right. So
yeah,
now,
maybe.
now you have more heat on Shinsuke. Rollins takes a little break because you really want to sell the fact that, you know, he could potentially be badly hurt. I mean, they had that whole interview segment yesterday with Michael Cole where he tried to talk him out of the last man saying match.
There were a
This
lot
could
of
be,
people saying that he threw in, like the last couple of weeks. Seth has been throwing in like CM Punk references.
yeah.
I've
Who
heard
knows?
that, like, and I heard the references, and I'm like, they're kind of obscure. But I mean, think about this: what if Damian Priest like cashes in at Survivor Series, and then you have CM Punk come in and save Seth Rollins, but then also attack him because it's his city. That if he's gonna come back, that's probably when he's gonna come back.
Yeah.
Um, Either that or like because I from what I've heard, like Seth really wants to have a feud with CM Punk,
Well,
and
we'll
and
see about that.
at least Shawn Michaels all for like bringing in CM Punk. He's come out on
Sean's
the
for it,
record.
but I don't
Sean
know.
don't
We'll
make the
see.
Sean don't make the decisions, but he's all for it,
Exactly.
and the person who is much more prone to making the decisions, like he has his ear. So
Yeah,
you
I
know.
could see that.
Anyway, let's move on to the last
Let's
one.
finish this up.
Yeah, John Cena and LA Knight versus the Bloodline. John Cena
John
and LA
Cena, LA
Knight
Knight.
are gonna win. There's
Yeah,
no reason to have the Bloodline win this one.
exactly.
I
100%
mean,
agree.
you're not gonna have like your one of the biggest names you've had in a long time, and
Yeah,
one of the biggest upcomers like lose to the Bloodline. Well,
yeah,
quite frankly, the two most insignificant members of the Bloodline. Let's face facts, at least
yeah,
right now. Um,
yeah.
and
No,
for I mean, there's just no reason this is gonna set up like more matches between LA Knight and the Bloodline once Cena goes back to Hollywood, and I just think I'm really. I think that this is the most obvious like one to pick for whole like the whole pay-per-view or PLE, whatever you want to call it.
yeah,
But it still gets me excited because we're finally getting that LA Knight push, and
yeah,
that has me really excited because I'm a huge LA Knight fan.
yeah.
And to all
100%
the
agree.
haters who want to say, "Oh, he's just biting off of people in the from like the past,"
Yeah,
every fucking wrestler takes a little bit from other wrestlers.
yeah,
Every fucking wrestler like tries to make it their own. Don't get mad at him because he figured out how to do it.
exactly. The first person I ever saw who bleached their beard a different color than what their normal hair color is uh, was superstar Billy Graham, and then Hulk Hogan came by and took that exact same look and just made it altered it a little so it fit him, and went on to be Hollywood Hulk Hogan. So I mean, come on.